Oh, okay. Alright, alright, I'm live. Live right now. Get a headphone. Really just going live right now. I doubt I'll have a tune in. Chances are I might have one. But I'm really just writing down. This is like the creative process right here. I've had a few drinks for a good reason. I don't really, contrary to popular belief, I don't drink often. Do I drink often? Hmm. Let me think. While I'm thinking on that right there, though, I'm just gonna outline basically how I want the normal podcast to go based off of the last 30 podcasts that I've had. So I like I like I like the call in, having a call in guest. Um I like playing some mini games. I like alright, so discussion time. I guess like I'm sort of like jumping in mid sentence right now. We're already 2 minutes in, and I've only came up with three things to say. I don't know if this is hearable or not or anything like that. Copy. Let's bring this over here. Let's paste that. Paste. Enter. So I'm just gonna talk for a little bit. I'm gonna see if it plays back on my headphones. Well, it doesn't matter because I have my computer muted as well apparently. Well, it
People
doesn't
got
matter because I have
disinterested
my
each break.
my computer
Oh
muted
shit!
as
Something.
well apparently. I got fucking anime playing.
Hello, I'm Chica.
Oh,
it's
shit.
Nice to meet ya. And I'm Sanae.
I got fucking anime playing.
Hello, I'm Chica.
Oh,
it's
shit.
Nice to meet ya. And I'm Sanae.
I got fucking anime playing.
Hello, I'm Chica.
Oh,
it's
shit.
Nice to meet ya. And I'm Sanae.
I got fucking anime playing. Alright. Now that I know that that was there, I had anime playing this whole time. If you know what anime that is, shout out to you. I don't know why I said shout out to you, because it's just me. Alright. What anime was that? Oh, hey, that was Domestic Girlfriend for y'all who know what Domestic Girlfriend is. I was watching Domestic Girlfriend earlier on Zero, and it continued to play while I was on live. I'm going to try to find a way to prop up my microphone right now. So it's not just in my hand. Alright. That's good enough, I guess. It's fine. It doesn't even have to be propped up because I know it can still hear me no matter what. It's a little close to me too. I got fired from my job earlier today. So that's probably going to be a little bit of what I'm talking about today. Regardless of whatever happens. I strike that from the. I have two jobs. I got fired from my second job today. But really, like, I really feel like I should not have been fired from my second job. I strongly stand by that. That I really should not have been fired from. And I think that's going to go ahead and get hit in the script because on my next podcast, I'm going to talk about like jobs that I've had, jobs that I've been fired from, jobs that I've quit, jobs that I've left, jobs that I should not have left. I've worked so many fucking jobs. So jobs that I quit. Jobs that I been fired from. It's fucking crazy. I've been fired from places that I should not have been fired from. And I've like lost jobs that I should have. I've kept jobs, like I've gotten promoted. Oh, I got them hiccups, girl. Ooh. I got these weird hiccups right now. They're to hear from like, not from alcohol, but like from like drinking sugary drinks tied in with alcohol. I know that sounds weird, but like, there's somebody out there who would understand what I'm talking about. App Store. I'm on that site right now. You know the red site with the little fire flame on it. I'm re-downloading it again. Like I download it. I delete the app when I go on a date or like I got some chicks around me that I don't really want them to know that I'm on it. I don't know why I do that, because I really don't care. Because I've learned recently that it's as normal as fucking Snapchat. Seriously though, like it dates back to Snapchat. Like if you really think about it, these hiccups are gonna fucking be the end of me. But if you think about it, like the Red Flame app, it's called Tinder, by the way. I don't know why I'm censoring that. Tinder dates all the way back to Snapchat, like the same era. I know that because I was in high school for both of them. So those are two things that I can talk about, right? So how I sort of like want to start doing this podcast is everything's live. Everything I'm always doing is live. So I'll have pictures flying away one way and another. Like coming across the screen, popping up on screen. Snapchat pops up because we talked about Snapchat. Red flames pop up. Being discreet, so somebody like saying shh pops up, right? Shh. And that brings us to Tinder. Then like the same era, like them being from the same era, like us talking about stuff like that, but like low key, like so I'm re-downloading Tinder right now, right? It's all part of my route. I hit allow. It's like I know the prompts to hit while going on Tinder. And 3 views. Is there somebody inside here right now? Hey, like seriously, if you're in if you're in the stream right now, just hit a comment. I just want we're taking roll call right now. I'm just talking some nonsense. So this is an outline. This is an outline of what my next podcast is. So this isn't a stream. This isn't a real podcast. This is a stream. This isn't a real podcast. This is just an outline of what my podcast is going to be. And I'm just talking about some nonsense stuff. I didn't share this one out. I didn't post this one on anywhere. So if you are here, hit me up. You might be my brother. You might be my brother's friends. Doesn't matter. I don't really care. You might even be somebody's hoe. I respect that. I respect that. That was cool. You guys jumped in. You guys jumped out. So yeah, like I was saying though, like I know the whole outline of Tinder. Like I know, like when you uninstall the app and you still have it, you install it. It says where do you live basically with your location. Do you want to provide it with us? You hit allow. Goes over. Oh fuck! You know I just hit for the first time ever notifications. I never hit notifications. I hate hitting notifications for fucking Tinder. It's Father's Day, and Father's Day all the rules like apply for that shit, but it's too late a little bit because it's the end of Father's Day. But yeah, basically like I'm on here. I'm on Tinder right now, specifically because it's something I would do on a normal day. So I'm providing myself with a normal situation that would generate normal thoughts. It sounds weird as fuck. I get that. But like I don't want to have get the fuck out of here. I want to have a solid stream, you know, like I want to start having solid fucking podcasts. So I want to start like filming some real ass shit. By me doing by me wanting to like film solid ass shit. There was somebody in here earlier. That wasn't me. Crazy, whatever. Let me set this fucking mic down. I just talked about fucking Tinder the entire fucking time. That's fucking crazy. I wish I knew how to fucking express my fucking thoughts. I wish I knew who was in this fucking podcast, who was in the stream. That's insane. I guess I gotta talk a little bit for it to go live. I guess I gotta talk a little bit for it to go live. I guess I gotta talk a little bit for it to go live. I guess I gotta talk a little bit. That's funny as fuck. Alright, now that I'm all alone in here, I get to just like talk and be free. I'm gonna probably call some people, but you guys aren't gonna be able to hear the calls. But really, like, I just want to fucking like express thoughts that I have and shit like that, because that's the main way that I fucking have. Ooh, you know something that I talked with somebody earlier today about? I talked with somebody earlier today. It was like a short conversation. Fuck, I don't have it, but I looked it up earlier. What's the word? It's the opposite of anxiety. Mindfulness. Mindfulness. I don't know what mindfulness means. Mindfulness is apparently the opposite of anxiety. And that's weird to say that because I never thought about anxiety having an antonym, but it has to, right? Like anxiety has to have a word that's opposite to it because everything has an opposite. There's always a negative to a positive. And apparently, to scholars, and we gotta believe scholars because they're always right, right? Like scholars are always like people who study and stuff like that are obviously correct versus like not being a scholar. I guess that was weird, but no. But apparently, to scholars, the opposition of anxiety is mindfulness. And when I talked to that girl earlier today, she sent me a Snapchat of her doing like her schoolwork, and her schoolwork had the word like mindful anxiety, which is weird. So I googled it, right? I googled what mindfulness meant, and Google told me mindfulness. So yeah, yada yada yada. So I messaged her. I was like, hey, I try to play it cool. Hey, yo, it doesn't mindfulness isn't mindfulness the opposite of anxiety? I ain't know that shit. I ain't know that shit. I had to fucking Google that shit. I didn't even know what the fuck. I didn't even know mindfulness was a fucking word that people were able to use. Up until earlier today. But no, that's pretty cool. Mindfulness is the opposite of anxiety, and you have to work on mindful things to decrease your anxiety. That was my takeaway from that. I guess like that's sort of like what this podcast is to me too. Is this podcast is me being mindful. I had 3 viewers earlier on today, and it's sort of sad. Like not earlier on today, I had 10 minutes ago. I had 3 viewers on 10 minutes ago, and it's sad to me that they tuned in to hear what I had to say, but I basically had nothing to say. I'm gonna try to call my dad again though, and that's sort of like where this is gonna go. I'm not gonna tell people that I'm on a podcast because you're not gonna be able to hear them. I got an AirPod on. You're not gonna be able to hear them, but you'll be able to hear me. And you'll be able to hear me write down my notes. I've never done something like this before, but I'm sure that they might catch on. They might catch on. But they might not catch on. Who knows? So context. I haven't talked to my dad for almost a year. Maybe a little bit over a year. There's a little bit of reasons why I haven't talked to my dad. I'm writing this down. Whenever I go silent, I'm writing something down. Because once again, this is not a podcast. This is an outline for the podcast. But yeah, there's like several reasons why I haven't talked to my dad. Throw it back a little bit. A little bit over a year ago, my brother died, and my brother dying was really impactful to me, myself. Yes, like that's obviously, but to my siblings as well. To some more than others. Like to my sister, it impacted her quite a bit. To like I'm not going to fucking rank everybody on who it impacted the most. We all got impacted aggressively amount. So after that, 6 months later, my dad he had a stroke, and I was in a situation where I was split between being there for my siblings, my younger siblings, who to them had a brother who they were growing with pass. Our family is huge. I'm one of 11. I'm scrambling a little bit. So for me, I had a younger sibling pass. Somebody who I was a mentor to. To them, they had a brother pass, still a brother to me, regardless. They had a brother pass who they were raised with. And so it was different. It was different for sure. Fucking got a fucking therapy right here. Oh, let's just stretching out real quick, laying down a little bit. I'm gonna try to call my dad again. I haven't talked to my dad in a while, but yeah. So like we had technical difficulties with our relationship with me and my dad. So my brother passed away. It was in February of last year. 6 months later, not even June, February of that year, he passed. That same February, I moved from Florida to Canada to try to be close to my siblings and try to be there for them. Um, the same thing with my other younger brother. He did the same thing, sort of. He came from Seattle though, and then following that June, the same year, so not even 6 months later, right? My dad had a stroke, and I had to make a quick decision once again to move from Florida to Manitoba, from Manitoba to Edmonton, Alberta, because I didn't know what to do other than to be there for my dad, because he means the same amount of world to me as my siblings. And I guess it's supposed to be weighted, like I guess, like technically speaking, like in traditional human sense, like humans are supposed to lean towards their parents before they lean towards their siblings, and or even their children. I think that's insanity, because I don't know, like I'm next to my siblings every single fucking day. I witnessed the same thing as my siblings. They witnessed the same things as me. Just at different times. Just at different times. So like why, I don't know, whatever, yada 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 yada. Blow that all out of fucking proportion, I guess. So my dad had a stroke. My brother died. I moved from Florida to southern Manitoba. I gave up everything. I had a lot of things that I cared about. Yes, I did. I really did. I gave that all up to be there for my brothers in southern Manitoba. My dad had a stroke, and even though I told myself there's nothing that can take me away from being in southern Manitoba, and I really thought there wasn't. I really truly thought that there wasn't anything that could take me away from over there, because I was really going to fucking hammer it out and figure out everything that I had to do there, to make it just work. But with my dad having a stroke, that caught me completely off fucking guard. that caught me so far off guard that I had to figure it out, right? Like I had to like redevelop things that were going around me again. So like I moved over to Edmonton to try to like help my dad recover. I did that in 6 days, maybe give or take. It was a little bit easier. I had help with the ticket. Um and in that time, like I watched my dad regain the ability to try to walk, to try to learn how to walk. He couldn't really, he didn't know how to walk. I'm going to skip a lot of like this like nonsense talk real quick. My dad had a stroke. His wife passed away. There's backstory to his wife. She passed away from cancer. Um, I didn't. I had a lot of timings wrong in that instance when she passed away. I could have made it to her funeral when it happened, but it really like her, she wasn't necessarily scheduled to die, but we knew that she was going to die at any time. At the same time that happened, my dad funded with his best friend um a hair salon for my sister. That bellied up really quickly because of whatever happened between them. Their business decisions. I don't completely understand. I tried to pull both sides, but there's so many things going on, and there's three sides to every story. Um, there's like person A, person B, and the truth, and I wasn't able to pull the truth from like really like anybody, and it was really hard. It was really hard because at the end of the day, it wasn't my business. I don't really, I care, I care a lot, but it wasn't my business, so I couldn't. Um, so I couldn't like completely weigh into that. But so series of events. Brother died, dad stroked, business went belly up. There's a missing thing in here that I haven't said yet, and that's my dad's friend who I mentioned earlier. He went in. This is before my dad's wife died. He went in to my sister's hair salon business and closed shop. He closed shop. He took everything that wasn't nailed down. He took every hair product, scissors, clippers, things like that, everything that he could take. He closed shop. A lot of the things that he took, see, if he would have took all the things that belonged to him, that would have been fine. I would have been completely okay with that. But in addition to things that didn't just belong to him, because he was partnered in with my dad, and my dad helped my sister open a business, and my dad made a decision while my dad was in the hospital. They made a decision to close shop, and it just like it affected me. It was so fucking weird. It was so fucking weird. Maybe I'll get her on on channel one day too, talking about it. Probably get my dad on here too one day talking about it. Maybe I can get them both on here at the same time talking about it. Maybe not the same day though, because we'll get like different things. Um, Yeah. Without further ado, let me give my dad a call. Let me give my dad a call. This isn't, once again, this isn't a fucking podcast. This is an outline. Yeah, my dad's not probably not gonna answer the phone. I don't really know what to talk about sometimes. I guess I sort of do know what to talk about. I was fired earlier today. I think I said that a little bit earlier. It's so fucking weird that I got fired though. So I'm a server slash bartender in my day job, and I'm fucking amazing. And that's not even fucking tooting my nose or anything like that. I know what I'm good at. Because I know what I'm good at because I know what I'm bad at. I know the things that I do that I'm not good at. I know, like, I play basketball. I'm not good at playing basketball. But I play it, but I know I'm not good at it. I I do comedy. I don't do stand-up comedy. I'm fucking but like I want to do comedy. I'm funny as fuck. I'm hilarious. I say the funniest shits of all fucking time. But I don't do comedy, so I'd be bad at comedy. I would be great at comedy. I'm bad at comedy because I don't do comedy. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Like, I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm bad at. I know my faults. I know what my mistakes are. I know what my uprises are. I know what my red flags are. And I know where I draw, like, where I go wrong on things. Yes, I make mistakes. I make mistakes. But I'm not perfect. And holy hell does not break out when I make mistakes. It's just, this job was literally designed, like, it's designed like I don't understand. The only person who can correct a mistake at the job where I was only one guy. One guy. Like, and it doesn't make sense. Why is only one person out of almost 20 people able to correct a mistake? I wasn't able to fit into this job because I wasn't one of the cool kids. I wasn't one of the fucking like the cool people. I like I didn't fit into their clique, which is weird though, because I fit into like half of the clique, but I didn't fit into the other half, and the other half was the one that mattered. But it was weird because like that was like the top tier of the fucking clique apparently. But I don't care though. It's a fuck like they're not realizing. At the end of the day, it's still a job. It's still a business. For me to get fired because of that, what happened was, so this was what happened. This was the scene that happened today. I got to work. I got to work around like 9:55. I'm walking to the back. I'm walking to the front. I can't get inside the building. The building's still locked. It's about like 10:05 or something like that, and I see my manager walking up. And I'm like, all right, sweet. I guess he's late. He doesn't really care. I'm not late. I know I'm not late because I'm literally trying to get inside the building. Get inside, I clock in. It's a slow day, but we have like slow, steady rushes. I sit down occasionally. It's built up in the packet that employees should not sit down, but like I'm struggling to stay busy, sort of. Like there's always something to do. Yes, I get that, but I was really struggling to stay busy because it was really like it was so slow. So I got a couple of customers coming in. My manager, he's like a shift lead, I guess he would be, but he tells me, hey, we got a couple of tables, yada yada. So I'm taking care of tables. It comes to a point. I've only been working at this job for a month. This specific job. It comes to a point like I'm essentially taking every table at this place. Every table, like there's no, like it's me and the bartender, and they have like it's a weird system. It should be two people handling the whole building, but they have two people, one person handling half of the tables and the other person handling the bar. And it should be two people working the bar and the tables, and they should just go every other, or just like working the whole thing and just split the tips. Like that would make so much more sense. But I guess, monopoly, capitalism, and whatever, yada yada yada. I'm getting slammed, but I'm still keeping up. And I'm a fucking rock star at my job. When it comes to my job, I'm a fucking gangster. These motherfucking people, like my customers, every single one of my customers, even if I fuck up with my customers, I still have a great relationship with the people that I'm working with, like my customers, my clients, my patrons. They love me. Because like I make them have, like I help them have a great time. They're laughing. They're making jokes at me. I'm making jokes at them. I'm letting them. I'm allowing them to make jokes at me and humiliate me, humble me. I'm allowing them to do that. And I turn around and I pull the trigger and I shoot right back and they laugh. We're having a good time. Every single one of my customers love and enjoy my presence. I piss them off sometimes. Yes, I do. I drop the ball from time to time where a customer does not like me, and I do the right thing, and I wrap it up with them, and I send them on their way, and they come back the next time and they realize, you know what? This guy was fucking up last time, but he's doing a banging good job now. They come back and they try again. And that has been an experience. Great fucking customer service. Fuck the customer service. I don't care about the customer service. I care about interacting with the fucking customer, the person. I care about interacting with the person. I don't care about none of that. If they leave me a $1 tip, I don't fucking care. If they leave me a $1 tip on a fucking $200 bill, I don't care. I don't care. Fuck that. That's a conversation for another fucking day. But yeah, no. Every customer is happy. We had some dogs outside on the patio. I'm taking care of the dogs outside. I gave them some water bowls. I know ain't no other fucking no employee in this place is giving dogs water bowls. No employee in this place is giving dogs water bowls. I say fuck that. For sure, guaranteed. I gave these dogs some water bowls. Their owners had a couple of beers, had a couple of laughs. The table before them, also on the patio, I fucked up their bill a little bit. I can't remember their fucking names, but they knew my names. You know why they knew my names? Because I gave a good impression of them. They still said thank you for your service. They still like they gave me like a still a good, even when I fuck up with the customer, which happens every time. The customer still turns around and says, hey, you know what? You did that shit. Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot for that. I appreciate that. You did good. You fixed the problem. You made a mistake. You fixed the problem right away. All right. So yada yada yada. My day panned out. Sunday fun day. It's Father's Day too. So I came in, socks pulled, yanked up. Socks yanked up. My shorts are on tight. My shirt's tucked in. Belts on. I'm looking like Dad 3.0. It's Father's Day. Like, let's celebrate a little bit. Come on, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of y'all. So I'm tapped a little bit. Right around the end of the shift. Coworker, and it's rare. It's rare to get me to be about tapped out. It happens once in a blue moon, twice in a blue moon. It happens 3 times in a blue moon. Coworker comes in, she's hanging out, she's just drinking or whatever. And I don't even think she's drinking. I think she's just hanging out. And she's talking about how she can't work Tuesdays, so a day, whatever. I said, hey, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it. If somebody drops a shift, oh, it's me every time. I'll always take somebody's shift. Guaranteed. I'm like, I don't care. I'll take it. I'll always take it. I want that money. I need that bread, baby. Come on, give it to me. So she's talking about, hey, I'm dropping a shift on Tuesday. I can't take it. So I straight up said, I'll take it. I got you. I went in the app. We have like an app where we go in the app and we make submissions and stuff like that. We put our schedule, our availability, yada yada yada, this, that, and the other. I went in the app and I took the shift, and my manager came in a little bit later after that, and I told him, hey, homegirl dropped her shift and I picked it up. And he straight up said, confidently with his chest, anybody but Muhammad. That's me, by the way. I'm Muhammad. He said, anybody but Muhammad. Right then and there, I felt a little weird. Like, why anybody but Muhammad? You know, I'm really quick to like run through scenarios in my mind. So I ran through that. I was like, all right, why anybody Muhammad? You know what? Let me not take that to heart, because I already had vibes that this guy didn't really like me. He didn't really vibe with me, you know, which is okay. You don't have to like all of your coworkers, and your coworkers don't have to like you. If you get a 50-50 split, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome. But all of your coworkers don't have to like you, and you don't have to like all of your coworkers. You don't even have to tolerate them. If you do tolerate them, that's wicked. But like, think about what I'm saying. All of my customers could leave me a good comment, a good post, 4-star or above. And I know that I say that with confidence because I put a lot of effort into them. My coworkers, I can't. They're not getting that. They're not part of that deal with me. Now at the same time, like, I'll rock out with them, I'll laugh with them, I'll talk shit, I'll shoot shit, I'll say everything. But they're not thinking on the same level that I'm thinking that everything that we're doing is for the job and the job only. They're thinking that I have, like, do I like this guy or do I not like this guy? They're not thinking, is he a good employee? Is he a bad employee? Is he benefiting my workplace? Is he negating my workplace? Oh, Siri's talking to me. Siri, silence yourself. I'm not going to, Siri. I'm not going to. No, all right. I got a little off topic there. Got really off topic there. So he came into work. And I said, "Hey, I picked up a homegirl shift." He said, "Anybody but Muhammad." And I ran through all that scenario, that whole scenario that I just fucking rented. I ran through that in fucking seconds. And he said, "Anybody but Muhammad." I said, "I'm the best goddamn server here. I'm better than everybody. I'm better than you." And he didn't respond to me immediately. He didn't respond to that immediately because there's other people there and the other people were talking. And like somebody said, "Oh, you're off that day anyway." So he says, "Oh, I'm off that day. I don't have to worry about it." So like he said, like, "I'm off. I don't have to worry about it." So yeah, Muhammad's fine. Then after he got done doing, he got done saying all that. He's like working on something right there. He's like doing something for the job. He pauses and he looks over. He says, "By the way, Muhammad, you're not better than me. Like you. The day you're better than me is the day. Like the day that everybody at the job, everybody likes you, is the day that you'll be better than me." And I paused. I paused again. And I thought, like, what do you mean by everybody? Do you mean like everybody who works here or all the customers? Because all of my customers love me. And he said, and I said, like, because if you're talking about all the my coworkers, I don't care if all my coworkers love me. I would enjoy it. I would enjoy it. I didn't say that part. I would enjoy it. But I don't care if all my coworkers love me. And he said, fuck, what the fuck? Like he said, like he told me to like stop talking back. So, fuck, I'm trying to remember like for verbatim, but it's hard to remember verbatim, of course. But he was just like stop talking back, and maybe you'll be better. Maybe you'll be better at your job. He said like it was crazy. It was crazy, but like I have this thing where respect is necessary in the human race. We acknowledge this. Like, you have to be able to appreciate the people that you're working with. You have to be able to appreciate the people that you're around. And it's really common. It's really common in restaurant businesses where the cook will, like, the server will do something stupid and the cook will like yell at the server. It's really common. Respectfully though, when that happens to me, because it's happened before, and there's so many people who can tell this tale, when the cook snaps on me, I calmly say, "Hey, my bad, bro. I apologize, but please don't talk to me like that. I'm not your dog. I'm not your child. Please don't talk to me like that. I really do not like being talked to like that." I say it in a very respectful way. I say that to cooks and I say that to bartenders. I say that to anybody. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Kitchens, restaurants, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I say that to and it's not even just that. If I see somebody talking to somebody in a specific way too, I'll even tell them, hey, can you just not talk to that person like that? That's not like, it's not nice. It's not, people in jobs, people get heated. People in jobs, we're tight, we're all under pressure, we're all like in super situations where I get it, bro. I get it. It's under certain circumstances, the gun's in the face, and it's not time to talk, like, and you don't know how to act for yourself, so you take it out on somebody else. But just take a moment for yourself and realize that, hey, maybe I should not have said that. Maybe I should not have said it like that. So he told me, don't talk back. So when he said that, I said, so when he said that, I paused for a second in my mind, and he started saying other stuff. And I said, wait, hold on. I think we got to talk about that real quick. You told me not to talk back. I'm not your child. We're human beings. We're both co-workers. You are my man. You're like, I didn't tell him this, but he is my manager. So if he wanted to tell me, hey, bro, can you go take care of this real quick? Fuck it, yeah. But it doesn't matter if he's my manager or not. If fucking homegirl at the job said, hey, can you go fill up some fucking ice? All right, yeah, whatever. I might. Hey, I gotta take care of this real quick. Are you able to do it? No. All right, boom. I'll get you the ice. Boom. I'm always going motion. I'm walking. Step after step. Like, it drove me insane earlier today not being able to have something to do, because like I would literally walk into the bathroom. Even though I ain't have shit and like not a single person walked in that store, I would literally walk into the bathroom and just to try to see if possibly the trash is full or the toilet wasn't flushed. That's crazy, because I was that bored. I'm always trying to find something new to do. Always. All right. So if somebody says, hey, can you bust this up? If I see somebody carrying buckets of ice, hey, you need some more buckets of ice? Boom, I got you. Yo, you need me to stock this up for you? Boom, I got you. Hey, yo, you need me to take this over to that person? Boom, I got you. Like, if I'm working, if I'm getting paid, I'm doing every single fucking thing to get that dollar. Every single thing that they said, hey, this is what you're getting paid for, I'm doing it all at once. All of it. So, yeah, he said, so homegirl came in, offered me her shift on another day. I took it. Manager came in. He said, anybody but Muhammad. I said, hold up, I'm your best employee here. Now with me saying that, like, that's me, like that's me talking shit with my chest. You know what I mean? Like, I believe it. I 100% believe I'm the best one there. I believe, because I know I'm good at my job. I know I'm great at my job. He said, first of all, you're not better than me. After he's already been rambling about something else, he said, you're not better than me. You would be better than me if everybody here liked you. I said, why do I need all my coworkers to like me? He said, well, see right there, like, blah blah blah, like it's your job type thing. Like, it's your job to have all your coworkers like. It's not my job to have all my coworkers like me. That's not in my job description. That's not in anybody's job description. That's not even in the president's job description. And the president runs the free world. And then I paused. And then he said, so when I said that, he said, stop talking back and maybe you'll get better at your job. And I said, and I paused because I thought about what he said. And I said, hold on, we got to go back to that real quick. I don't appreciate you talking to me like that. I'm not your animal. I'm not a dog. I'm not your child. Please don't talk to me like that. And he said his response to me saying that was, okay, then quit or you're going to get fired. My manager, after I told my manager to please not talk to me disrespectfully, my manager, after I told him to not talk to me disrespectfully like that, told me, quit or get fired. He mumbled the get fired part because he knew he was in the wrong from when he said that. In that split second. So I stood up, I paused again, and I said, I guess that's what it is then. I tapped him on the chest, his back, because he was squatted down. I tapped him on his back. Thank you. And I walked away. He said, don't touch me like that. Don't talk. And he said, don't touch me again like that. I said to him, don't talk to me like that. And I kept going all the way to the back. I had all kinds of different tabs. Like they have like the system is weird. Like I have to be clocked out. I have to be clocked out to be able to do my tabs. And so I have to do them all at once. I can't do them like sparsely, like throughout the day. It's really weird. If you're a server, you would understand why that's really weird. Unless you work the same system, then you would understand. Then you would think that's probably normal. But yeah. So I have to do them all at once. As I'm clocking out. And I realized that, and I was like, damn, like this fucking sucks, because I like to take care of my customers, and I had like 4 or 5 different customers, and I had to give them all up. You see, he gave me 2 options, and both of them were the same: quit or be fired. Quit or be fired. Like, that's insane. That's crazy. Quit or be fired. So I walked to the back, looked at all my shit. I told him that as I was walking back there, I was like, hey, figure out my tips. But then I was walking back there, I was like, yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, I gotta do my clothes work, because I can't just like leave like that. I can't just like walk out crazy, because I still got like I have due diligence to the company, I have due diligence to myself, and I have due diligence to my coworkers. All right. They all weigh the same. They all weigh the same. And my due diligence to my customers. Oh, did I say that? I have due diligence to the company, due diligence to my coworkers, due diligence to myself, and due diligence to my customers. And they all weigh the same. Every single one of them. And when he told me either you quit or you're going to get fired, I mean, that's basically telling me, that's not even like it doesn't make sense. That's just telling me, hey, you don't have a job. By the way, you don't work here no more. Hey, and that would have been a whole lot better. That would have been a whole lot better if he would have went straight up to me and said, this was all in my interview. I interviewed with another guy. This is all in my interview. If he would have told me straight up, hey, you know what, Muhammad, you're not clicking with the team. You're not down with you're not fitting in with the system. It's time for you to move on, buddy. Work out the rest of this week right here. It's Kahoot. I'm like, you know what? I respect that. Thank you. I appreciate that. This man said, stop talking back. If you continue talking back, you're going to be fired. You're going to have to either quit or be fired. And I wasn't even talking back. All I said was, I would appreciate it if you don't talk to me like that. What? So I walked to the back, did my whole thing, and I walked straight to the back to the front. Hey, can you transfer all my tickets over to Teddy? All my tickets, they were already done. I had like 4 tables. They were already done. I've already I put so much work. Every single one of my customers, I put in so much work. So much work. I do not rush. I do not rush any one of my customers. It does not matter how busy I am. There's servers who might hear this, might not hear this. There's servers who understand how hard that is. They would tell you that they can't give everybody the same dime. You can't give everybody the same dime. I give everybody the same dime. Everybody. I listen to what they have to say. I hear what they have to say, what they have to tell me. If they have a short little anecdote, if they have a stupid dad joke to tell me, if they're upset about something, I sit there every single time and I listen to every single word that they have to say. And I absorb it. And I go on to the next table. And I do it. Every single one. Every single one. So those 4 to 5 tables, I've spent time with them. I've made jokes with them. I've created laughters. I've created connections. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. So for me to have to go back to the back and tell them to transfer them all to another coworker who they haven't had any clue who they are, who he is. Let me put it like this. One day I got off of work at fucking 12. I was cut at 12. I had to work at another job at 6 p.m. 12 p.m. by the way. I had to work at another job at 6 p.m. I had one table whose their bill was only $50 to $80. That's nothing. I can transfer that to somebody else and I would be completely okay if they got a 30% tip. I would not be upset. I sat with them all the way up until 5:30 p.m. 5:30. Shooting shit with them. Going in and out, going into the building, coming out of the building, talking with them. Didn't matter. Those 4 hours right there. Those were the 4 hours that I needed with them. That they I made their day. I made their they probably went home and they probably talked about this stupid ass little Canadian kid who talked shit but made them laugh. Like who had a good time. They went to this restaurant. I went to this restaurant over yonder and this stupid ass Canadian kid spent 4 fucking hours. 4 fucking hours with us on an $80 tab. $80. You know what 20% is the top top of a tip. And I don't care about that. 4 hours on an $80 tab. That's $16. I got paid $16 to hang out with you for 4 hours. $16 for 4 hours. And I don't even know if that's what they tipped. My boss told me, hey, transfer it. I said, I don't want to do that. He said, no, go ahead, transfer it. We'll finish up on them. No, man, this is my people now. This is my people. They become my people after the first time, bro. First minute. They start laughing with me. They start coming along. They start hanging out. They start having a good time. That's my people, them. Yeah, they enjoy me. I enjoy them. 4 hours, $16. 4 hours. Do the math. I'm tricking for nothing. So I was hurt. I was so hurt when I went to the back because he told me quit or get fired. I was so hurt when I went to the back and I had 4 tabs still open, 4 customers, 4 different tables out there still waiting for me to come back to them just so I can make them laugh again. Just so I can make them have a good time. Just so but I couldn't because he told me to quit or be fired. So I had him transfer all the tabs to somebody else, and I'm in the back and I'm trying to talk to him. I'm trying to tell him, like, was this something that you didn't like me since day one, or like what happened here? What was the disconnect? And he's telling me, you've made mistakes. I worked there for a month. And he told me, you've made so many mistakes, and you talk back, and you don't listen, and just be quiet and just listen. And I'm just like, what, like, you're like, are you raising a child right now? You're not raising a child. You're not raising a child. I'm not talking to my dad. I'm not talking to my mom. I'm not talking to my teacher. You're a coworker. Yes, you're my manager. And yes, I have to respect what you say. And you tell me, hey, buddy, I need you to stay for an extra hour. I'll bust out that extra hour. Ooh, no problem. Oh, damn it. My knees are hurting. But damn it, that extra hour right there. All right, I'm here. And he said, you complain too much. You make too many mistakes. I've been there for a month. I pick up shifts. I try to pick up shifts. I try to see if people wanted the shifts picked up. One time and one time only, we were slowing down quite a bit. It was during a weekday. I didn't really have much business going on. And I looked at him and I said, hey, bro, if this doesn't continue on, like if this stops by like midnight, is it possible you can cut me? Like, I didn't have tables. That's 50% of my paycheck is me having tables. Is 70% of my paycheck is me having tables. 50% for a normal server, 7% for me because I actually put in fucking work for my customers. Yeah, man. But yeah. So he said, this all happened today. I had a good shift. Everything went so good. I was drowning a little. I wasn't drowning. I was you know when you're tapping up, tap, trying to keep up above the water. Like you're 5'11", but the water is 5'9", so you gotta like just tap, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was above the water, but I was still giving each and every table time and energy. Like, I fucked up on a bill, so I spent every single minute I had with the bill. Yeah, there's a certain people in the industry understand that there's complaints, and then there's bitching, and then there's nagging, and there's like there's levels to this shit. There's tiers to this. So if I walk inside, if I have a table outside, right, and my table says, hey, outside, hey, can I get the check? And you walk outside, yeah, no problem, go get that check. And I go inside, and I walk all the way to the back, and I go to my computer, and I grab that check, and I go all the way back outside, and it's 500, like it's 120 steps both ways. Here's the check, but as I'm handing the check, they're handing me their credit card. They could have given me that credit card to begin with and sent me inside with the credit card, but no, they sent me inside to get the check, come back outside, go back inside, come back outside. Like they could have just given me the card, right? If they weren't even going to look at the bill, they could have just handed me the check, right? So I go inside and I say, bro, why didn't they just give me the bill? Like, why didn't they just give me the card? Why do they have to like make me go walk in and walk out, walk in, walk out, walk in and walk out? Like, when I say something like that, that's not complaining. It's like nagging. It's just bitching. Like, it's just like, Jesus Christ, oh my gosh, like, sheesh. Just give me the card. If you say, hey, go inside, can you give me the bill? Give me the card. Give me the card. That's it, right? You know, I come outside, you give me the card. Give me the card when I go inside. Less steps. Less steps. But yeah, no. But yeah, I say that shit and I don't even care. I don't even care. That's not even complaining. I don't even care. I say something like I say something about stuff like that. I say stuff like that. I never complain. I never complain about the job that I have to do. If you tell me, hey, can you stand here and push this button 552 times until it fucking clicks on? I'll push that button 553 times just to make sure that the 552 really ain't work. Because that's who I am. That's who I am. That's what I do. Nobody else does that, I know. Nobody else will do that. Nobody else will push it 552 times. Everybody else would only push it 182. They're gonna be like, yeah, this job is pointless because like nothing's changing. I don't care. You told me to push it 552 times. Like, I'm changing tempo, I'm changing speed, I'm pressing that button though. Pressing that button. You just don't really understand that. You just don't really understand. So yeah, so he told me if you don't like that, quit or be fired. So I went to the I have no fucking option. I have no choice, right? What the fuck, like my only thing is I don't have a fucking job there no more. It just fucking sucks because I enjoyed working there. I looked forward to like my shifts I had there. I really fucking did. I look forward to having my shifts there. He said, quit or be fired. I said, all right, I'm a man, bro. Like in my head, I'm like, I'm a man. You tell me something like that, I'm not gonna buckle down. I know what that means. That means that means I'm fucking fired. I just said, all right, I guess it is what it is. I walked to the back, gave away my tickets. I was a little sad about that. That stressed me out so much. Gave away my tickets. I came back up to the front and I said, hey, bro, I need you to go ahead and transfer all my tickets so I can go ahead and cash out, get done. And now, once again, anybody else in my situation would have went out that front door, went into their car, drove to the crib. Not me. You know why not me? Because it's not about my coworkers. It's about my clients. So yeah, so came back up front, said, hey, I need you to like close me out so I can leave, man. Like help me wrap up so I can wrap up. I went to the back, I did all my like tickets, this, that, and the other. He's coming behind me, he's watching me. It's bothered me before in the past when they just like watch every single move that I do, because like I'm a grown man. I'm not retarded. Oh, I used that word incorrectly. That's not a word to describe things. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so fuck, man. So shit passed on by. I'm transferring tickets. I'm talking to like the kitchen staff about like what's happening, sort of. They're not believing me. I'm saying like farewell to them. They're like that's so funny, bro. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm like, nah, bro. Like dead ass. Like I legit just got fired. And then they're like, no, that doesn't make no sense because you're a dope ass worker. I go back up front, I do my whole clock out thing, I fill up my water tank, drink me some water, and I'm trying to talk to this man in the back while I'm talking to him, I'm asking him in a very straightforward manner, what am I doing wrong? Like what went wrong? He's telling me you make too many mistakes. You talk back. You don't listen. But I'm like, mistakes. So I said, the things that you require me to know, does it make sense for somebody in their first month to know? It doesn't make sense for them to know in the first month. It doesn't. For somebody in their first month to know the stuff that I was required to know on my first day, my second shift, my third shift, my fourth shift, I might have had 10 shifts at that place at the most. The stuff that I'm required to know about their business, about serving. Yes, I got that down. But their routine things, turning on the TVs, what TVs do work and what TVs don't work, washing the trash cans once a week, burning the ice once a week, refilling the ice, them rolling a mojito. I'm supposed to know that they roll mojitos. They showed me once, and I did it every single time after that. As a matter of fucking fact, there was bartenders there who've worked there for so long. Servers there who worked there for so long. They didn't know how to make something. And instead of, we're crashed, we're smashed. I'm serving. They're bartending. I'm on the other side because another bartender has showed me this before. I'm on the other side of the bar and I'm telling them step by step, drop the simp, drop the ice, drop this, drop that, drop this, put that in there, do this, shake it, boom, you're good, give me my drink. Because I only needed to be told once. I make too many mistakes, but been there for 1 month. 1 month. I make mistakes. You telling me, even when I told the cooks afterwards, bro, they telling me that these girls make mistakes all the time. Talking about, hey, how do you do this? How do you do this? Why are you going to the cooks about how to do that? You know, the cooks don't know how to do that. The cooks know how to make the burgers. The cooks know how to do everything in that back. They rocking that back. They don't know how to make. They don't know what we're doing up there. You gotta ask a fucking server. You gotta ask a fucking manager. But these servers, they don't know that because they're new, they're fresh, they're clean, they're green. They don't know that stuff. It's crazy though, man. It's crazy. It's fucking wild, bro. I got that fucking... I busted my ass to get that job because I knew I was going to be good at that job. And I was fucking phenomenal at that job. Like, I worked there for a fucking week and people... a week's worth of shifts. I worked there for a month. But I had 4 my first week, 2 my second week, 3 my third week. So 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 9. Let's say 12. Let's say I've had 12 shifts. I can't remember exactly. I had 12 shifts there. And I rocked it out. And I had a good fucking time. And I would stay there until 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, working with these motherfuckers for them to tell me that. For him to tell me, quit or be fired. You make too many mistakes. 12 shifts. You make too many mistakes. Quit or be fired. Stop talking back. If nobody else, if like nobody likes you, my manager basically told me that nobody likes you. It's so fucking crazy. It's so crazy. My manager told me nobody likes you. The funny thing is that like people on shift at that time, like specifically the entire cast at that time, likes me. The entire cast at that time. I looked over. I said, "Hey, buddy, you don't like me, right?" He said, "Yeah." He smirked. I said it as a joke. I said it ironically. You don't like me, right? Because I know that this man like is the only man who really like fucked with me. So yeah, he fucked with me. The guy who I gave all my tickets to, he fucked with me. Like we would talk all the time, hang out. Like not we wouldn't hang out, but we would talk shit, we would shoot shit all the time. And I don't care. Once again, I don't care if you like me or not. I don't care. You don't gotta like me. We're coworkers, bro. You don't gotta like every single person you work with. That's insane. The fact that makes me feel like, all right, did this guy get his position because everybody liked him or because he was good at his job? Doesn't make sense. I'm gonna wrap this up here though. This went from being an outline to a rant about me being fired. It actually went from a rant to a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit. My life's fucking crazy, bro. So, to wrap it up, I arrived early to my job as I normally do. I was late to my job twice. The first time I was late to my job was because I couldn't find parking. It was really struggleful for me. I work in a high volume downtown area, and this specific day was really. I left my house early enough, and if I would have had like 10 minutes, if from the time that I pulled up to the area where I would have been able to park, to the time that I was able to get to my job, I ended up being late by about like 4 minutes. The second time I was late to my job was today when I couldn't get into the building. And the shift leader, he pulls up and he's like, "Hey, buddy." I'm like, Jesus Christ, like I'm trying to get into this building. I didn't say that. So 2 times. One time is because I couldn't find parking in a highly like demanding area, which I feel like that has to be somewhat understanding because I'm typically 10 minutes plus early. And a time where like my manager just wouldn't show up, my shift leader just wouldn't show up. So I'm struggling to get inside the building. Yeah. Alright guys, whatever. Yeah, no. I showed up late to this job. It's still at the end of the day, it's still me being late. I showed up late to this job. Boom, check, done. Get out the way. I had a chill little shift. Homegirl pulled up on me. She pulled up. She said, "Hey, hello, how you doing?" Had some coffee over there. I had a couple of tables. Good little shifts, smooth. Like sometimes I'm early, like sometimes I'm down, not doing anything. Sometimes I have a bunch of tables and I'm doing a bunch. It's the end of my shift, the last like hour or so of my shift, not even. And homegirl walks in and says, "Hey, I'm trying to give up my Tuesday." I said, "Yo, boom, let me take him, snatch him." My manager came in and he said, "Anybody but Muhammad." When I told him that, "Hey, I'll take her shift," I paused. I said, "Wait, hold on, why?" Coworker said, "You're not even working that day. You're off that day." He said, "Oh, okay, that's fine then." I said, "That's crazy because I'm the best. I'm the best server here. I'm even better than you. He's rambling off about something else. Then he comes back. He says, first of all, you're not better than me. The day that everybody likes you, then you would be better than me. I paused for a second. I said, wait, are you talking about customers or coworkers? Because I don't care about if the coworkers like me or not, because I really don't. He said, see, that's your problem. You don't listen. And then I said, wait, why does that matter if they like me or not? He said, stop. Well, when you stop talking back as well, then you'll be better than me. I paused. I let him talk for a little bit. He was saying some intelligible things. And I said, wait a second. I think we need to talk about that again. I don't know what you mean about talking back, but I'm not your child. I'm not an animal. I'm allowed to say what's on my mind. He said, okay, if you don't like it, then quit or get fired. Or you'll be fired. I paused again. And I thought, my only two options are to get fired or to quit. I guess that's my answer. That's like, you answered your question for me. I only have two options, fire or quit. Alright, walk to the back. I was better walk the fuck up out of there, and I swear to God, anybody in their right mind would have walked the fuck up out of there. I didn't walk up out of there. I walked back up to the front, and I said, "Hey, transfer all my tickets to other coworker." He gave me some kind of like smirky ass remark. I said, I didn't say nothing. I walked back to the bat. He came back there finally because he had to make sure he finished his big task of writing something down before he came back there. What he was doing was so much more important than dealing with an employee who had a tangible reason to be pissed off. Your employees are your priority as a manager, but that's a core value of my own. All right, so he finally came back to the back. He cleared up some of my tabs. We took care of that. I'm asking him straightforward questions. Was it now where you really thought I was like really bothering you, or was it something from the start? Because I told him I really had a feeling from the start that you really didn't like me to begin with. He smirked. He walked out of the room. He came back. I kept saying like, okay, so you kept asking him more straightforward questions about the situation. Is it really like that? Like, is this really like where we're ending things? And he's not answering me. He's not saying anything back. So I said to him, do you not respect me enough as a person to be able to give me any kind of answers like this? To not be able to respond back to me properly? He said that's when he started ranting, and he started telling me, you make too many mistakes. I told him I've only worked here for a month. The things that you would expect me to know in a month, it wouldn't make sense for somebody who would know in a month. Not just the experience things of like knowing how to carry a tray, not that kind of stuff. The business related things of how your POS works. I don't know how your POS works. That's why you're mad at me? Because your POS messes up and you take it out on me? I resolve my problems. I resolve them before you have to. All you have to do is clear this out. Or do this. Like, I make your job minimal. Because I know that. I know your experience. I know what you're doing. You don't have to worry about one employee. You should not have to worry about one employee. I get that. But don't worry. I'm not the one employee that you have to worry about because this one employee fucking rocks it. When he makes a mistake, when this one employee makes a mistake, I put portobello mushrooms. I put portobello mushrooms on some nachos earlier. Accidentally charged the guest for the portobello mushrooms. I went back to the guest and I said, hey, I'm sorry. The guest was kicking it with me still. Let me fix that for you. Let me fix that for you. I don't have control over the system where I can delete that out of the system, which it doesn't make sense for that to not be a thing. I should be able to transfer it off. I should be able to take it off somehow, and then worry about it later. I should be able to worry about it later. Because if that happens, if I was 30 people deep and I was in super buco rush and I had to stop every single time to have one single person handle that every single time, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense. In that place, they only have one person who can handle that kind of stuff. Who I can say, hey, can you delete this off of my thing? Yeah, of course you're gonna fucking hate me. Of course you're gonna hate me. That system punishes. Their system punishes people for making a mistake. Punishes. If I click on the wrong table, it takes me about 20 seconds. Even if I click every single button, perfect timing. From the time that it pops up, from the loading screen to everything. If I click every button, perfect timing. From me clicking on the wrong table, say I needed 303, but I accidentally clicked on 203. From the time that I need to go back to 303, 20 seconds. 20 seconds in a rush? When you're slammed? Is a lot. That's a lot of time to waste on going back to the right table on the POS. That's a lot of time. Wasted. Not even that. All right. If I click on the wrong drink, I can't just remove the drink. I can't just no, not that one. I can't just back out of it. I have to void the whole fucking drink. The whole thing. And that fucks up everything else. So yes, I make mistakes on your POS. But I've been there for 12 shifts. 12 shifts at the most. 12 shifts at the most. And you expect me to understand every single thing perfectly. I make mistakes. Yes. And I own my mistakes. But if you give me a chance to fix my mistakes, they will be fixed. And you will have to do minimum work. But the minimum work with what we have to deal with, it's a lot. I get it. It bothers you more so because you're not good at your job, not because I'm not good at my job. Zeus, you manage from inside the trenches. But it's weird because you also jab at the people who are working in the trenches with you. And I just feel as if you should want your underlings, technically that's what I am, you should want your underlings to succeed with you. Because if your underlings are doing a smashing job, guess what? You're doing a smashing job too. But I'm fucking here. And I've said what I've said. And I'm going to chop this up in a second. And I'm just going to take like the ending of this thing so I can post that on here. I might delete the whole live. It's just crazy because I had three watches at the beginning. Alright, I'm getting tired. But yeah, man. Still wonder who those three people were.